So today's mission is to find a new camp. It's probably about 3 miles from here. This is a country park and yeah, we can't stay here. This is way too busy. Yep, so we're going to walk along the North Downs and head to a woodlands that I know. I've never stayed in it before. It's north facing and might be quite damp, but yeah, we're going to check it out and see what we can find along the way. Yeah. Yeah, let's get out of this area. There's far too many paths. There's 2 car parks and a like a cafe as well. So it's a proper tourist attraction. Way too many people for my liking, but yeah, just look at it. I'd love to camp in here. Maybe I'll do a one-nighter in here at some point. It's quite creepy. I've got lost in these woods before. I like to use my GPS to find my way out because at night it just all looks the same. But look at that. It literally doesn't get much better. All these ancient yew trees. Beautiful morning light. Well, I'm going to throw down a hole in. This way, Autumn. I'll put Autumn on the lead because these yew trees, as I said before, are quite deadly. Lots of sharp branches sticking out. And because she likes to tear around the woods like a lunatic, it's too dangerous, not worth it. There's some rays coming through there, look at that. Not bad for November at all. Love it. So some of these trees could be over 1,000 years old. They don't really die. What they do is they just branch into the ground and set roots down and carry on growing. So apparently there's not really a way of dating them. Some of them obviously you can date, but the ones that have started growing into the ground, growing out of the ground again, yeah, there's no way of dating them. There's so much character. Look at this one. See, the branches come out there and it's started to go into the ground, and that'll set some roots down and probably start growing into a new tree. In fact, this tree here might have sort of sprouted from this one. Who knows? I'm no expert, but I've done a little bit of reading on it. And I've noticed oaks really like to grow with yew trees. Quite often you see an oak growing right next to it, next to one. Let's just spin round and have a look this way. But yeah, I'll bring you back if I find anything else. Another little yew tree spot in the woods. Amazing light. Loving this light this morning. Coming in from the south. It's, I don't know not what the time is actually, it's about 10:30 probably, 11. Check out this yew tree. This one is mental. Pretty cool camp for all these branches. but it's right next to a main path, so yeah, you couldn't camp in here for long. Maybe an overnighter, pretty creepy, be cool. Look at that. Go in. Oh yeah, check out this red bark. And that is actually the colour of it. It's not the camera making it even redder. It's the saturation is real. It's almost like it's bleeding. Wow. That's amazing. So, thinking about it, actually, I'm not sure I agree with all these branches being leaned up against this tree. Because this tree could be 1,000 years old, who knows, but what you've got is loads of dead branches leaning against a living tree. And I don't know, I think that might sort of cause some hot spots, or some, not really hot spots, don't know what the word is, but basically a point where a dead branch is touching a living branch, and it's going to get damp and potentially rotten. So I don't know whether with time all these branches will cause the death of this tree, or certainly the death of this main branch coming off of it. But yeah, I'm no expert as always. But yeah, I think over time it won't do the tree any favours. It'd be a real shame if that did actually harm this tree. But that is one mental yew tree. Look at that. Yeah, I could be talking complete nonsense, it might be fine. But yeah, maybe like 50 years of that wouldn't do the tree any favours at all. Does look cool though. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit, see what else we can find. Good girl, aren't you? Stay there. I don't know who Dave is. You can't see it at the moment. I'll swap camera because it's reversed. But yeah, hat swap time. Way to boiling. Let's change camera. I'll show you. I don't know who Dave is, but thank you for your walk. It's a beautiful girl. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Check out this water tower. This is the coolest looking water tower I've ever seen. So it's quite deep in the woods, right at the top of the hill on the North Downs. And I think it's used for either supplying sprinklers, for the fields, or all the troughs, because there's quite a lot of fields around here, acres below these woods. And also maybe if there's a fire in the woods they use this. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a water tower of sort. That is like, that's got to be the coolest water tower. It's almost alien like. Looks like it's just landed from space. Let's check it out. Let's get a bit closer. In my youth, I would have been at the top, getting stoned with my cousins. I'm a bit old for that now. That's the pipe going into the ground, so we can't really follow it. I've not seen any water hydrants in this woods, so yeah, maybe it's just for the fields and the farm. Oh, so would have been up there with my cousins. We would have found a way. yeah, up. It wouldn't have got up the ladder, so it would have been up this structure. That would have been so cool. But we didn't live in this area. Let's step back and see from a different angle. That would make a crazy video camping at the top of that as well. But I'll leave that to someone else. I don't think Autumn would get up there. I'd have to sort of airdrop her. And my little drone wouldn't carry her. Yeah, we'd give that a miss. That's just stupid. Talking nonsense. Right, let's see what else we can find. I doubt we're going to find anything as cool as that though. The light is amazing today. Look at that. Great British countryside. Gotta love it. Just going to step into this field. We're not going this way, but I just want to show you this sign. This sign, because there's a sign back there. I just want to show you this view. Look at that. Right, let's just walk a little bit further. We're still on the North Downs, and there is a public footpath through here. But it just leads to a road. Quite a busy one as well. I don't think I'd want to walk down that road. We're looking north-ish. What a view. I'll tell you what, in the summer, I might hammock up here. Let's have a look. Might even be a place to do a sneaky one-nighter. Oh wow, look at this. Get ready for it. It looks better in person. Well, that tree is lit up by the sun. I think it's an oak tree. I'm just going to see if I can zoom in a bit better. There you go, that's better. Just zoomed in. Beautiful light coming across there. Peak autumn. Oh yes, something hilarious just happened. Alright, so I was walking through the farm and I saw a farmer and I said hello. And I was like, oh, I'll ask him about the water tower. So I turned around and walked around the corner towards him, and he was just unzipping his flies. So it looked like he was just about to have a pee up a shed. Anyway, so I said to him, you know the water tower in the woods, what's it used for? Is it just the farm? He said, yeah, it's just for supplying the farm. So, yep, that's that solved. It's not used for any, like putting out forest fires or anything like that. Although I'm sure they could divert it if they needed to. But like I said, I didn't see any hydrants in the woods at all. So yeah, there you have it. It's used for supplying the farm. And here's all the fields, mass expanse of fields. So it's probably used for the sprinklers and the troughs when there's cows in the field. And look at that view. Oh yeah, so let's have a look, see if there's anywhere to sneak a tent in. Yeah, I reckon I could do a sneaky one-nighter here, and definitely hammock. Because the farm is behind those woods, and there's no houses overlooking these woods at all, and that footpath isn't used, is like barely used, because it literally just leads to really fast, dangerous country lane. So subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to do a wild camp here at some point, but I definitely won't spend more than one night up here. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit and see what else we can find. Come across this little spot here. It's I'd say 80% perfect, which is good enough for me. There's a really good signal for the internet, so I'll overlay that in a minute so you can see the app I use, which is Open Signal. So I'd probably put my tent there on the chalk. It should have quite good drainage. There's no moss there, and it's south facing, so that's the result. So the woods here, this bit where I'll be camping, is mostly yew tree, but there's a fair bit of hawthorn and hazel about, and quite a, I don't know, about a mile away there's some ash, and there's the odd oak in here as well, so we should be alright for the twig stove. Yeah, I'm really happy with this spot. It's a good 2.5 miles away from any car park. There is a bit of a cut through path about 100 metres away. I'm not too worried about that, and the main path is probably 150 metres away, and it's quite difficult to get into this little spot. So yeah, that's ideal for me really. This branch here, make a nice seat. I've not seen any signs of humans coming in here at all. I'll just show you around a bit better. It's quite difficult to get through. Lots of yew tree branches ready to poke your eye out. Yeah, not bad at all. I'll definitely be, I could easily do a week here and be undetected, easily. And plenty of spots to set hammock up as well. Just going to give Autumn a bit of dinner. Sit. Wait. 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 Go. Nom nom nom. Right, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. There's a bit of rain on the horizon, I think, so we better get a move on. And yeah, it's going to be dark in about an hour. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.